The YouTube Session 1, Destiny of the Lost. Session 1, Episode 1, question mark. I'm Icetorn, the DM. I'm joined by a T. T, who are you? Who are you? What character do you play?
My character is Lumiya Distra, researcher and previously a noble, and also will probably be not really a scout. Her wisdom sucks, but she will try to be a marksman of the group.
Okay. Joined by Kara.
Hey, I'm playing Arra. She is or was a Jedi initiate who somehow survived Order 66 and is now traveling with her newfound master, who hopefully will teach her things.
Okay. Speaking of master, Jarrus.
How you doing? My character name is Jarrus Vex. He is a Kafar, former Jedi Knight newly appointed before the during the Clone Wars, and now he is traveling with his Padawan, RNA.
Lovely. Dem.
Dim, the boy, Zeltron, just depressed, wants to murder people, but specifically the Empire.
Lovely.
Very charismatic, though.
Yeah. And a wielder of a pistol and a dagger. Cool.
Yes.
Dr. Harjacc.
My name is Gwyn, and I'm playing Dr. Harjacc, a former Imperial field surgeon turned ex-Imperial field surgeon, with a bit of a anger issues about not getting his retirement.
Lovely. And finally, Neron.
Playing Neron, a intellectual engineer who travels the galaxy looking for hidden knowledge to maybe make the galaxy a better place.
Lovely. Okay, we begin on Tatooine. This is 15 years after the Clone Wars. The Empire is in its stride. It controls pretty much, 75% of the known galaxy. Other than Hutt space, really, though arguably even Hutt space. And we start on this very unknowable planet where the characters 2x2 know each other. The groups, I'll introduce them in a sec. We start 2x2 and hopefully in the next couple of sessions they will come together and do stuff together. We are going to start with me bumbling because I already forgot who the blacklist guys were.
That would be me and the doctor. Do you want us to put like blacklist or whatever specific thing we're in?
Ideally, in a billion sessions, I will remember who's who.
Okay.
But yes, we start with Dem and Dr. Harjacc. And let me show you whereabouts you guys start. Let me close this. And as I navigate my scenes,
I just put BL in brackets on the end of my character name.
perfect.
It's probably the easiest way to do it.
Let's do this. Activate.
Flashbang.
Boom. There should be one ship that is no longer here.
Oh, I know these guys.
Yeah, you've never seen this before. I've never
No.
seen this.
I'm talking about, Ren, Yarek, Tanon, Isar. I know
Yeah.
those guys.
Oh yeah, where are they? I need to remove them. Whatever.
As they're on the bottom.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I can
Like-
only
like
see
here.
white.
Here.
No.
Here.
No, these are just random passerbys. You're not seeing anyone.
Oh, sure.
These just random.
I'm not even here anyway.
We start with Dr. Harjacc and Dem. You guys are approaching this person's compound. That his name is Billabong Kaikar, and everyone calls him Bill. He is an incredibly well-sourced. Oh, you can only see white, can you?
Yeah, I'm I'm reloading. This is
Yeah.
my constant struggle with Foundry/Forge.
You will. It'll
Much-
serve you the data eventually.
There we go.
You guys have been wandering through Tatooine through Mos Eisley for a hot minute now, maybe for a few days, and you've been looking for this guy called Bill, who's a very well-sourced opponent of the Empire. It is funny how he knows very confidential information and how out in the open he is. And it appears that his intelligence is legitimate. He pays really well, and he offers the opportunity to be part of this, I guess, initiative. Not really. This terrorism outfit called the Blacklist, where it is purported by and this is like eggheads have clapped eyes on this and have confirmed that it is somehow legitimate, even though he possesses information that only a high-ranking Imperial intelligence officer would possess, and that he's sending everyone to their death. But he pays really well, and he seems to be a guy that is actually capable of doing some real damage to the Empire. So you are here in his compound, and you are seeking to locate and talk to him.
Can I know he has we see him in town with his getting his spiked coffee.
Yeah.
Can I, in my travels, can I see if I've got something, some exotic liquor or something I could bring to him as a hello?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll. What would that be, like an insight? Like maybe no roll insight.
Can I do nature, perhaps?
Sure.
see if I've sourced something from some exotic place.
Sure. Let's see how good you think this stuff is.
Yeah.
And I would like to aid. Maybe I've helped. I've stole for the good doctor a bunch of times.
Yes.
And so I could, at the very least, be like, no, you're on the right track. This might be the good shit.
Okay. You can have advantage on the roll.
Advantage on this? Okay. Oh, come on.
Oof.
Well, I did not mean to roll 2 there. But I rolled 12 the first time.
That's okay.
So plus 5, 17.
Okay. Yeah. You have acquired some rare Corellian spirits that you are now bringing to this, what is probably either a terrorist or a spy. As you guys approach his compound under the scorching sun, if you've hugged this spirit underneath your elbow there, and you are pacing as these what look to be random passerby, which are totally not Sentinels. You don't even need to roll to know that they are totally not Sentinels. All 4 of you pretty much at the same time kind of glance at you guys, and this guy starts pattering in Huttese. Does anyone know Huttese?
Do I know Huttese?
If you
Where's the languages again?
If you have free language spots and have not selected your languages, I'll let you select Huttese now.
Yeah, I
just don't know what page they're on.
Yeah.
Okay. You've not done this part of your characters. Cool. That's fine.
I thought I did.
I thought I got everything as well.
So normally your backgrounds would give you one. So I'll say that your species language, galactic basic, and then a number of languages equal to your intelligence +1.
I had a PDF character sheet as well. I might have put it on there.
Yeah,
I'm checking
no
my
rush.
main character sheet as well.
No rush at all. Ignore. Like I said, YouTube is not here. Take as long as you want.
No, I just feel bad because now we're taking up your guys' time.
It's okay.
We have so much time to do this.
I'm a persistent warrior.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't put languages. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and sort that now. I'll not even stop the recording. I'll just go get more water. Like, be super chill.
Out of curiosity, does that intelligence thing go for all of us?
Yes, every single one of you can know a number of languages. I'll even let you guys, because we should have done this during session 0. We'll do it once. Select one of you if you want. Select Khatiz now. If you don't want, don't select anything. Once we are all 6 of us together, we'll have a sort of a downtime bit where we can min-max the shit out of the languages. So.
But really quickly though, where is our languages found?
In the character sheet.
In the core.
Oh, it's on the core. It's on the core
Yes.
page.
Core. Okay.
The creature type.
Resources and traits.
I'll take Hatiz. I think it makes sense for my character.
I was gonna say it makes sense for my character considering I'm the one who like goes around and be like, hey,
We can both take it.
you want some
Hey,
shit?
you a dragon?
You said it was what to do with the intelligence mod?
1 plus your intelligence mod.
And that
So-
applies to all of us as well.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Plus the language of your species, plus galactic basic. And if you're a human, I guess you can have another one.
So is it just always assumed that you know galactic basic because I can't see that in the
Yes, I
selections?
think yes.
Yeah.
But you can still add it, yes. I also thought it's not there, but it is there.
If you look at your species, it should tell you your starting languages.
Yeah, I
Every
have.
starting language you get basic.
Yeah, I got galactic basic and one other language of your choice. Oh, because it's not called galactic basic. It's just called
basic.
basic.
Oh, is it? Okay. My bad.
Yes, we're all programmers now.
Could I hold off on choosing my other 2 languages?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mainly just because I don't know what to choose, and we can just say, "Oh, we're at a plot critical point." Yeah, I actually totally know that language.
Yeah, that's intended. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, this Trandoshan guy, he starts pattering in Hatiz, and he says, "Fresh meat coming." And he said, Julian, don't hassle them too much. And they start cackling. He and this woman here, and he kind of steps away, and she's working on the engine of the speeder, but she's clearly not working on the engine of the speeder. She kind of walks over here, and she's wearing this huge fucking wrench thing, and she kind of balances it in her arm, and she kind of looks to you, Dr. Harjacc, and she says in basic this time, she says, "Oh, you've brought me a drink. You want to see the boss? You gotta pay, big man." And she points at you menacingly with her wrench.
This drink is for the master of the house, actually, but if there's an entry fee, I'm happy to pay it.
The Trandoshan guy, even though he stepped back, you hear him cackling menacingly, and she says, "Yeah, how much is this worth to you?"
All right, let's not do any of that.
Oh yeah, you sure you wanna resist me? What if I put in a bad word with the master for you guys? The master of the house, that's what you said, right? She's kind of
I'm not here to play games. I'm here to conduct business.
Okay, roll either persuasion or intimidation. I can guess what that is.
Well, I'm gonna say it's intimidation because
Sure.
that's higher.
Sure. Do that.
Why is it not? Why is that is 6d20. That's not what I want.
Click. Click the
There we go. That
You
is
can also-
a 14.
14. Okay. She says, what do you think, Klesk? And this guy says they won't. Let him through. He's gonna give them some cockamamie job, and they're gonna die in the desert. And the two of them laugh, and the woman kind of feigns ignorance, I guess, or kind of subservience. She says, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Please, I didn't mean to." And then they cackle a little bit. And yeah, the Rhodian kind of does a menacing motion. The other Trandoshan does a menacing motion, but they kind of get out of your way, and you guys can walk in. They direct you to this part of the compound, and as you guys enter the shaded bit of the compound, there's a stairway that heads sharply down. And both of you can roll me perception individually.
Perception.
Is there a way to roll it just off my sheet, or do I need to just roll
Yeah.
a d20 in the chat?
So in core under skills, you should just be able to click it.
If you hover your mouse over where it says perception on your character sheet, you can just click it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh,
Dr. Harjacc, as you enter, as you find yourself like maybe a few inches in front of them as you descended these stairs where this guy ought to be, you spot what you think is a repurposed airlock. And as you kind of walk down these stairs, it kind of begins clicking in your brain that this entire thing is a big spaceship buried in the ground. Or rather, buried in the sand. You are fairly dubious that it can ever fly, and there should be more passages. There should be ups, downs, you know. Whatever ship this is, it doesn't look like a ship, so maybe it's half a ship. Or maybe it is just the one ship chamber that is buried in the ground. But this is definitely part of an airlock. So there's some kind of installation here, and as you walk through the threshold, you begin to sense that you might be at this person's mercy. A flick of a button and whatever automatic systems still work. You know, doors are going to start closing. They might even vacuum you in here. And yeah, you are actually in a very compromised position here. But you guys forge on.
I don't notice
Yeah.
any of this, and I'm like, I don't know. Am I getting a sunburn? Like, the skin really doesn't help, seeing that shit. Like,
Chin up, back straight. We don't really know what this guy's deal is.
yeah, but the sunburn. I'm going to be. We should have brought sunscreen. Just saying. Couldn't afford sunscreen though.
Cool. And you mosey on in across this corridor and into what is a richly appointed office. And behind the desk sits a Duros guy. And he raised a quizzical eyebrow at you guys. And I apologize for all the people from North America for my accent. And he says, "Well, howdy there. What's you folks' business? You here to do the blacklist?"
Yes, we're here to meet Billabong. Is that what the name was?
Yeah, it's just Bill to you, sir. As Bill's handsome Bill, they calls me, at least on another planet that you probably ain't been to. I can in good conscience give you folks the blacklist. You're gonna get killed. If you want to do the blacklist, you're gonna need yourself a crew first and foremost. And second and foremost, there's a lot of rumors that I'm sending people to Narshada to get killed, and it's probably true. But if I send you guys, you're gonna die. You need a ship. You're gonna need someone to watch your backs. And you're gonna need someone that can walk past the camera without activating the camera. You're gonna need a wide set of skills, is what I'm saying. So, supposing you walk on out, you mosey on out, and you raise yourself a crew here, or maybe in another place. And you comes on back, and at that moment a little button goes up on his desk, and he says, "Excuse me for just a second there." And he picks out a holo communicator, and he starts speaking into it, and he says, "Yeah, right, yeah," and then he hangs up.
Were either of us able to overhear what the other person was saying?
Sure. Roll perception, both of you individually.
Bet.
No.
Yeah. Whoever was on the other side of the line was either agitated or excited, and he kept saying a female name and kept referring to she. And yeah, that's all you picked up. And Bill kind of looks at you and he says, "Well, supposing I gives you guys a little job, like just to make sure you're worth your metal, so you don't get dead out in the desert. If you can't handle a little Tatooine desert and whatever monstrosities lurking out there, you probably can't handle Nar Shaddaa.
Well,
is that acceptable?" Like, and he crosses his arms.
Well, Bill, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Although when I came in here, I'm sorry I left it in my pocket. I pull out the Corellian tequila that I've got. Got this from back in my time in the Core Worlds, and I've spiced it with a bit of a flour that the Tusken Raiders keep. I thought you might enjoy it.
He raises slowly out of his desk. He says, "Well, that's a very pretty gift." And as he walks around the desk to be face to face with you, you gain the sense that he walks through a shimmer of a barrier of some description. So half of the room is shielded, but he's now on your side of the room, and he kind of regards it and he says, "Oh, that's a mighty fine gift. Supposing you do this job for me, and I make it up to you, fellers. There's two of you, and I'll pay you 2,000 credits each."
That sounds like a good deal. Consider it a token as somebody who's looking forward to a lucrative business relationship.
Likewise, sir. Likewise. What's your name, sir? And he proffers a meaty arm to shake.
Harjacc, Dr. Harjacc.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor. And he shakes your hand as well. Dim.
My name's Dim. And I'll shake his hand.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And he takes the bottle. He doesn't open it. He takes it. He looks at the label thing, and if it is indeed unsealed, he pushes the seal open just a little bit to give it a sniff, and he nods approvingly. And he puts it on a side table, and he turns his monitor towards you guys, and he basically has a map open. And I do have a map for that now.
For the little side job he wants us to do.
Yes, he says. Back to it.
Ooh.
You are here in Mos Eisley.
Mm-hmm.
And he indicates this location. Here, and he says there's an unaffiliated raider encampment. Now there used to be some kind of Notolan weather arrangement. I don't know what they studied in Tatooine's weather. It's shit all the time. I don't know what kind of studies they done. But they ain't here anymore, and whatever personnel was left was kind of wandering around Mos Eisley. Well, most of them wandered a bit too far and are now in that slavery encampment. One of my friends named Amara seems to have been. At first, she was just friendly with them. She was after thrills and adventures. And now she's up and gotten herself kidnapped. We assume it's them. Anyway, girl herself, she ain't much use to me. She keeps doing that, and I keep bailing her out. I'm sure if you can bail her out, definitely don't let her out in the desert to die of thirst. Bring her back. But it's her data pad that she has on her that's interesting to me. So if you can't recover her, recover the data pad. But if you can't recover her, get her both. And he taps on his keyboard thing, and he shows you a picture of a ginger-headed human woman. And he says, and yeah, you might want to hurry on account. I reckon whoever they are delivering the slaves to will soon land somewhere out in the desert, and they will load the slaves for off-world. God knows we don't need any of them slaves here. We got enough fools to go around.
Harjacc's just nodding along,
And seeing as you
mustache comb with his fingers.
Seeing as you don't got no questions, go and get now on account. I got work to do. And he sits back on his desk and he regards you one final time, and he's like tapping away as if you were not there.
All right, I'm ready to head out. I turn around and start walking.
Okay.
I follow.
Cool. How will you as you I'm not gonna keep switching maps because you guys, your computers freeze up. We're gonna keep looking at this map even though it's not as nice to look as the other one for now. As you guys regard the far exit of Mos Eisley that'll convey you west, you see that there's actually an Imperial checkpoint being set up there. It's not set up yet, so if you hurry, you might not even get hassled by the Empire. However, do you guys have a vehicle of some description? Have you guys procured a vehicle in some way in your 3 to 7 days that you've been on this planet?
In my inventory, there's the land speeder. Or does that belong to one of the other players?
Yeah, where your characters are located under. That's not yours. You shouldn't be.
Gotcha.
You can have that. You can have a land speeder. Just tell me how you got it.
It's I've had a variety of patients end up on my door, and unfortunately, a few of them haven't left. But they did leave their keys.
Lovely. Cool. So you have this two-person speeder, and this is the same thing that Luke uses in the movie. And it's parked pretty close because you used it to come to Bill's compound. And you head out immediately, or do you go and gear up before you head out? You have all of your gear. Do you want to go buy something else?
I've got my things with me, and I checked with Dem. You have all your stuff on you.
Dagger, sword,
great. You got everything.
gun. Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
let's get this business over with.
This Imperial captain or something or other gives you the stink eye as you drive, because they have no way of like restraining you guys. You drive like 2 meters up in the air above them. The checkpoint is not up yet. They're still building it.
We zip right on past.
Yeah, and gives you the stink eye. He's gonna remember that. I
just flip them off as we're going, probably.
Cool. Okay. As you guys wander on out into the Badlands. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the planet, we have the two Jedi, Jarrus and Arra. Are you guys in a speeder, or have you been wandering this hell on foot?
I don't think you had a way to get a speeder. So sadly, we're walking through the desert.
I don't think either of us have Jedi mind trick.
Nope. Okay.
We are probably actually just walking. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are questing a ridge somewhere over here in your somewhere over hereabouts, and we have this huge, expensive drone shot of the desert, and it keeps zooming in and zooming in and zooming in and zooming in, and after it zooms in for about 15 seconds, you guys are visible. Just a trail that you've left in the sand. What do you guys look like?
At the moment, or just like in general, as our characters look like.
Yeah, like in the moment, are you like how are you dealing with the heat? You have your faces covered, or
Yeah, Jarrus will be using instead of like his usual robes and armor. He has a more not exact more like lightly fitted outfit on, wearing a head scarf covering his head, like to keep the sun out of his face as he's traveling through, trying to keep all the sand from getting in his face and the heat from like taking over him and keeping himself cool. He has
well,
his two viral sabers like attached to it, like the back, his like lower back, as he like marching through the snow, not to the snow. My apologies, to the desert, the sand.
cool. What about you, Arra? How does Arra deal with the heat?
Arra is probably wrapped up in kind of she kind of like in a way she probably shouldn't. She still kind of wears a robe, kind of not really like a Jedi robe, but kind of like a just kind of like a
tattered old
shawl
Yeah.
or a tattered old thing, and she's wearing over her face. I imagine. I'm kind of thinking the thing Rey wears at the very beginning of Force Awakens.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called. Yeah, that thing.
The kind of like goggles and the head wrap, I believe. I'm basing it off memory from what I remember her wearing.
Yeah, okay. Thereabouts. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you are cresting this very, very tall ridge. And you've been cresting this very tall ridge for about 5 hours now, and it keeps going up. And you finally, get up on a little hillock that kind of commands the view, like, of the entire this side of the map. Maybe even in the far distance through the heat haze, you can see the smoke pluming out from Mos Eisley, which is where you need to go if you. Obviously, there's no ships here. If you need to leave the world, you need a ship, and to get a ship, you need to get to Mos Eisley. And you kind of get up, you manage to command this ridge, and you pat down your little water containers that contain your water, and you drain the last of your waters into you are now out of water. And as you look around, you see underneath you somewhere the glint of what may be water.
Could I try a perception check?
Sure.
He will
Alright.
give you the help. Actually, he will look at you, looking around for water, and he say, "Clear your mind, focus, and attempt the best you can to visualize what you're looking for. Visualize can help you see better than what you're actually see, especially in this heat."
Sure. You can have advantage, and you can also have a +2 to your check for using the Force or tapping into the Force.
Okay.
Roll it and it will add 2 to it.
Okay. Do I put +2 in situational bonus? Is that what I do?
Sure.
Is it +2 or just 2? I've never done situational bonus before.
Do just normal 2 without a plus. Let's see if it works.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
25.
The first thing you spot is the slave encampment right underneath you. Many meters underneath you. It is not even at all what you were looking for, but indeed there are 3 lines of people that are all chained. They are being taken to what is indeed a muddy puddle of water that is accumulating from water trickling down from the rocks underneath you.
I think seeing this, Arra would kind of like pull down the mouth wrap and kind of say, do you see that down there? 3 rows of people. They're going towards that water hole. They're chained up.
That's not good. I thought this would be the case, but I hope we could have avoided it. You have to be
Are
careful.
these slaves?
More than likely. We're in HUD space after all. It's legal here.
Well, are we gonna do something?
Well, we need the water. How many guards do you see with them?
How many do I see?
Currently guarding the slaves, just the one guy. But these are maybe a kilometer away from you. By the time you get them in any reasonable capacity, they will have been returned to where they are being stored.
Alright,
Mhm.
let's try to get close. We fill up our canteens, and then we can follow them afterwards.
Yeah, sounds like a
Have
good
some more
plan. I mean,
information.
maybe we can free them. I mean, we shouldn't just leave them like that, really.
We shouldn't just leave them like that, but we also have to be careful. We don't want too much heat on our names.
I guess. Should we sneak down there or wait till they are heading back?
He will look himself. Can he get like you said, by the time we get there, they'll be gone. Can he, in general, tell that from like just his guesstimation of how far away they are from the area she pointed out?
Uh,
By the time they get there, they probably already be gone.
roll insight, and Kara can't help you with this, or Arra can't help
Okay.
you with this.
Or
The way this guy is, he doesn't actually have a whip. That'll be too cliche, but he's definitely hassling these guys. He will definitely be done with them. They will have drank a little bit of water and they will be returned. But you're pretty sure there's a scout, and if you can see them, then the scout very probably has already seen you, unless he's very bad at his job.
he was more than likely he's not alone. Probably somebody looking out for him. They probably seen us before we seen them. To tell you the truth, we still should head down there and see what we can do. Like I said, we need to fill up our cantinas anyway.
Someone's with them, you think? And as Arra says this, it sounds a bit redundant, but can I look to see if I maybe can spot the scout?
Yeah. You don't need to roll, as Jarrus informs you that there might be another guy. You kind of focus your eyes on the rock formation behind this group, and you're pretty sure at the very top of that rock you see the glint of a sniper scope.
And then once
Ma-
they're always two.
Yeah, Master, I wouldn't react too bad, but yeah, there's a sniper over there.
Yeah, like I said, he's probably watching out for thieves or other ne'er-do-wells who might try to steal their slaves or do what you proposing to free them.
Mhm.
As long as we have to keep
Well-
our eye out and we keep our distance, we should be fine. Let's go.
Yeah, all right, if you say so. Things go wrong, I blame you, and she'll follow Jarrus.
You check, of course.
All right, you guys can roll stealth.
Amazing
Do
at
I
this
have
skill.
anything that will help me with this? I don't think so.
We are the stealth that has in a party.
Actually, is it a bit too late for me to pull Jarrus back real quick?
Sure. No, you can definitely, there's a long way to go still.
Do we maybe have like a few seconds to spare? I wanted to try something. I've been meditating on something.
Of course. If you're not at the time limit, only thing we need worrying about is something to drink.
Of course. Well, this might help with the slave issue as well. And really quickly, Arra, kind of awkwardly, because this is like we're on the middle of a sand dune or hill. She will kind of like sit on her butt and cross her legs, and I would like to, if you allow, cast battle precognition.
Nice. Yes, you can definitely do that. Go ahead and click. Have you added it to your character sheet?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and click it so that we can see what it does. It'll put it in chat when you click it.
Should I do the roll, which is consume power slot and PowerPoint?
You are casting it, right? You can definitely
Yes.
cast any power you want. You're not. There's nothing
Okay.
preventing you, so you can do both.
Okay, I did it. Although, was that supposed to take 2 points?
Yes.
Yes, that is
Okay.
how spells work. First level
Okay.
spells take spells. Force powers cost 1 plus the level of the force power.
Gotcha. How
But
do
do
I-
keep.
Fifth
do
level
keep
would
it
be
on.
6.
How do I send this to chat?
You've
Oh, there
clicked
it
it,
is.
and it's already in chat. Yeah. If you're not wearing armor, you can modify your DC accordingly by giving yourself a flat DC. A lot of the automation doesn't work, and I kind of want it that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to automate everything, so the game does everything for us. But I also don't want to have a lot of busy work. So just have a little bit of busy work. So yeah,
Gotcha.
you can modify your if you're not wearing.
Yeah.
If you're not wearing armor, you can make your AC.
I
Cool.
am.
What does it
So,
what does it look like, this battle precognition? What actually happens, if anything?
well, I was kind of like, force powers rarely, at least ones like these, I imagine, kind of show physically. I think it's more like Arra's senses are heightened, and she, when she stands up and looks at Jarrus, she looks more sure of herself, more sure in her actions about it.
Cool. Okay. Cool. This will last 8 hours. Cool. So you guys, kind of the kind of long drone shot panning away from you guys as you continue to make tracks in the fine sand.
Damn. We suck at stealth.
I never learned how to stealth. You never learned how to stealth. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't teach you what I don't know.
Hell yeah. Okay. Going. The camera pans away from you guys to another nearby ridge, where Lumiya and Neron are, you guys are cresting another ridge, and you couldn't be different than these poor people out in the sands like that. You probably have a vehicle, right?
Yes, I believe like it will be probably something from the ship. We
Okay.
just usually carry it in a hangar. So when we land, we just use it.
Cool. So what is it? Is it a speeder, or is it a
It's probably yes, a land speeder, but it's made so that it can carry equipment, like different things. So
like
it's
a
more
pickup
of
speeder.
it's more of a like a, how should I call it? A speeder not for people but for equipment, like a pickup, I guess the best
Yeah,
A
thing.
Ford land speeder.
Yeah.
Like a skiff or a truck.
Yeah, there's
lorry.
like a lot of empty space there
Okay.
to carry some stuff.
Cool. And you've gotten about as close enough as you think you can get without requiring a stealth check. And you are looking at these slaves and slavers, and there's about 5 of them. Every couple of hours, they're pretty much out in the sun. The poor souls, like a lot of these people have like 2nd-degree burns now, so they wouldn't make good slaves. They'll probably die of infection. And you are kind of watching the scene. Every couple of hours, this one dude kind of takes them to where you think the water is at, which is on the other side of the rock formation, which you have no eyes on. And they are exactly above whatever you need. Whatever is giving off the goddess radiation. There might be a way to go around them and find it, but if you start skulking around, they will definitely locate you. So it is pretty much mandatory to deal with them before start skulking around. They will either shoot you, or otherwise they will either shoot you, or you need to negotiate with them to be let into their territory, which will probably end just as badly for you guys.
Yes. So Lumiya, while still smoking her a pipe of some kind of things in it, will say to Neron, "Well, this looks like a trouble here. Here, take this, and I'll give him my manabinoculars, or what? How they're called in
Binoculars, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like check as well? I believe there's like a slave there, slave there.
Yeah. Give me a look. Take up the binoculars. Just look around. Of course, there's gotta be fucking slaves. Ugh.
Well, I don't think those. I mean, we can try to negotiate them, but the problem is it's a Tatooine, and they don't understand how to negotiate. They will just shoot us, sadly. So, I believe the best course of action would be to, well, just make some. I believe there are photos in Star Wars. You can make it with free spot, considering we're tech people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we probably should, walk around here, make some photos, and then go to town and hire some mercenaries. I mean, I can try to shoot them with a rifle, but like if they have also a sniper, that's not gonna be good.
Yeah, and we don't know how many there is.
Yeah.
Like, there could be more like stations.
And if they have like mortars or something, probably not. They look poor.
Yeah, but you never
Anyway.
know.
Yeah.
We can't get caught off guard now. There's too much at stake for that. So yeah, I think we should go back and hire some mercenaries for this.
No. Before that, we can. I think we should. We need to understand how many mercenaries to pay. I don't want to spend too much credits. We already spent a fortune here trying to catch this thing. We should just make some photos for them and for us as well to understand how much we should pay and who to pay for.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
And I guess we just will try to, go from different directions and just, make some photos of the camp.
Okay.
And, try to at least have an estimate of how many people are there.
Okay. You leave your, so obviously you don't want to risk being seen, right? So you leave your vehicle here and make your way on foot to collect some more operable intelligence this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Sure. Where's my stealth? It is here. Normal.
Cool. Pretty stealthy. Okay. The camera pans away from you guys, and we see the trail in the dust, which Harjacc and Dim's speeder leaves. You know exactly where they are, because Bill gave you the intelligence. So you similarly approach from a different ridge, and we have these sorry about that. 1 sec, please. You approach from another angle, and we have all three groups pretty much looking at this settlement from a distance. And you also approach stealthily. You leave your vehicle behind some distance and approach on foot. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Roll my second best thing? Absolutely.
14.
Never say that you'll roll it now. Never mind. But next time it'll happen.
And this next.
Okay.
I'm using digital dice for this. My actual dice is rough. Like, they have been in solitary confinement for a week, aka the freezer.
Yeah, you can use your own dice as well, but I'd rather you roll here so that YouTube sees it. I don't care if you guys cheat and stuff. Just don't let me catch you. Cool. So, in a scene straight out of Mr. Bean. This map that no one's ever seen before, ever.
Yes, of course.
I certainly haven't.
Let's draw some pretty little rocks. If I can find
Just
it.
to check, am I supposed to have vision?
Probably not. Hold on.
I was about to say, is that there is no map?
There is.
This is why no one saw it, because it does not exist.
Yellow and long.
This is a really yellow camp, guys. I mean,
It's all the same. It was a sandstorm, and it just covered the whole camp up in the sand. You know.
Whispering to Dim as we approach, like, this seems like a Desert Encounter 1 type scenario.
No, it might be Desert Encounter 2. We don't know yet.
Point to a guard picking his nose. No, this is 1.
Oh yeah, those only spawn. The nose pickers only spawn in 1. You got me there. There. Sorry.
are we literally all hiding behind rocks right next to each other?
Literally right next to each other. You guys, the only guys you managed to snuck up on are each other. It happens at the same time as you guys walk around a turn. You're like within, like you can touch each other, like you're within, 5 feet of each other, and you all do the Spider-Man scene where you're all pointing at each other.
I'm pointing with my pistol though.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, your weapons are already drawn. Obviously, the first reaction is to draw guns. We did the goddess guys last. We'll do the goddess guys first this time. Lumiya, what do you look like? What do the other people see?
Yes, so you see a woman with a rifle almost the size of herself. Well, she still carries it for some reason in one hand, because in the other hand she has a pipe that she's smoking. When she sees you, she removes the pipe, still not pointing a gun at you, and say, well, hello there, Neron, Neron, get behind me.
Alright.
And I will just look at them, and still not pointing a gun, because I'm not gonna use sniper rifle in these clothes.
What do you look like, Neron? And do you get behind Lumiya when she tells you to?
Yeah, get like halfway behind behind her with like one hand like behind his back, ready to pull out something.
Okay.
He looks like purple skin, very light purple skin, long sleek black hair with super deep blue eyes. That's like all of his eyes are just blue all over. There's no like white in it, and with like a kinda cape-ish thing to just protect him from the elements, and almost like a giant fucking duffel bag on his back, looking like it's just fucking full of tools and shit.
Cool. And let's do Arra next. Arra, what does everyone else see? What do you look like?
Similar to the description earlier, but you can actually see her face now. Those of you familiar with Pantorans would probably recognize her as a Pantoran. Blue skin and the yellow kind of like mark on her face kind of signifies that she is a Pantoran, with white hair And currently she's holding out a vibro blade, like extended, kind of like.
Whoa. What about Jarrus? What do you look like?
Jarrus, he appeared to be a humanoid, probably near human in special guess. But if you familiar with different species, he's a kafar, dark skinned male. He's wearing like a turban on his head, and wearing like mesh armor and some like white robes on top. He has two vibro sabers like pointed out at either direction that he's trying to like stand in front of Arra, he's trying to protect her as he can. So like one pointing at Lumiya and one pointing at the dock over there to see like what's going on here as he looks to the two other groups. But not like he whisper yelling, not trying to draw their attention to the sabers. What are you doing? That's an example.
Okay. Dem. What do you look like? What do the other people see?
You see a probably about 5'8", completely red-skinned humanoid man with purple hair, because I'm going to steal that from the stolen art.
Yeah. Perfect.
But he did not, like, he knew he was going to the desert, but he's like, it's going to be hot. So maybe not wear long clothes. So he is wearing, like, basically a t-shirt and a vest. And every now and then you can see him, like, looking at his skin and just like, muttering something about a sunburn.
Cool. What species is he?
A Zeltron.
A Zeltron. Cool. And finally, Dr. Harjacc.
Dr. Harjacc is a human, but he is a bantha of a human. He's like 6'5", big, like very a very Saxton Hale kind of build for any old TF2 people. Like just big, kind of a safari outfit, like mustache, slicked back hair. He's decked out, like, in addition to like the blaster and the extra power cells, a lot of his like medical equipment is just kind of like slung over a bandolier.
Nice.
A bandolier of syringes.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean that's not even strange out in the desert, right?
A 5-blade dagger that's just a scalpel.
The moment where all six of you kind of stare at each other extends out into infinity, as it is not clear if anyone's going to shoot anyone, which is where we break for our first break. Cliffhanger. Dum dum.
Dum dum dum.
We'll see you YouTube in the next episode.